The Art of War by Sun Tzu. What if I told you that one of the most powerful books on strategy wasn't written for business, success, or life, but for war? Over 2,500 years ago, a Chinese general named Sun Tzu wrote a short but incredibly powerful book called The Art of War. And today, this ancient text is used by CEOs, politicians, athletes, and everyday people to win in life. So what makes this book so powerful? And how can you use it in your daily life? Let's break it down. Brain Part 1. The core idea of the art of war. At its heart, the art of war is not really about fighting. It's about winning without fighting. Sun Tzu believed that the greatest victory is the one where no battle is needed. The supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting. This is the first big lesson. Backhand index pointing right. Real power is not in force, but in strategy. Instead of rushing into conflict, Sun Tzu teaches us to think ahead, understand situations deeply, control outcomes before they happen. This applies to business competition, personal conflicts, life decisions. Balance Part 2. Know yourself, know your enemy. One of the most famous principles in the book. If you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the result of 100 battles. This means, if you understand your strengths, right arrow, you gain confidence. If you understand your weaknesses, right arrow, you avoid mistakes. If you understand others, right arrow, you gain advantage. Backhand index pointing, right. In modern life. In business, study your competitors. In life, right arrow, understand people's behavior. In yourself, right arrow, know your limits and abilities. Most people fail not because they are weak, but because they don't understand themselves. Jigsaw Part 3. Strategy over strength. Sun Tzu makes it very clear. Backhand index pointing right. Strength alone does not guarantee victory. Instead, he emphasizes planning, positioning, timing. He says, victorious warriors win first and then go to war. What does that mean? It means winners prepare before acting. They create conditions for success. They don't rely on luck. Backhand index pointing right. Example in real life. A successful business doesn't just try. Right arrow, it studies the market first. A smart person doesn't argue emotionally. Right arrow, they think before speaking. Performing Arts Part 4. The power of deception. One of the most interesting ideas in the art of war. All warfare is based on deception. This doesn't mean lying in a negative way. It means controlling perception. Sun Tzu teaches, appear weak when you're strong. Appear strong when you're weak. Confuse your opponent. Backhand index pointing right. Why? Because when people misjudge you, you gain the upper hand. In modern life, don't show all your plans. Don't reveal all your strengths. Stay unpredictable. Hourglass Not Done Part 5. Timing is everything. Another powerful lesson. Backhand index pointing right. The right action at the wrong time equals failure. Sun Tzu emphasizes patience, observation, waiting for the perfect moment. He will win who knows when to fight and when not to fight. This means not every battle is worth fighting. Sometimes walking away is the smartest move. Backhand index pointing right. In life. Don't argue over small things. Don't rush decisions. Wait for the right opportunity. Globe showing Europe Africa Part 6. Adaptability, the key to survival. Sun Tzu compares strategy to water. Be like water, it adapts to the shape of its container. This is one of the deepest lessons in the book. Backhand index pointing right. Life is unpredictable. Backhand index pointing right. Situations change. So you must stay flexible. Adjust quickly. Avoid rigid thinking. People who fail often. Stick to one plan. Refuse to change. But winners adapt, evolve, learn. Fire Part 7. Discipline and Leadership. Sun Tzu also talks deeply about leadership. A great leader must have wisdom, discipline, calmness, authority. He believed that backhand index pointing right, a weak leader creates chaos. Backhand index pointing right, a strong leader creates order. Good leadership means leading by example, staying calm under pressure, making clear decisions. Compass Part 8. Avoiding unnecessary conflict. One of the most powerful lessons. Backhand index pointing right, not every fight is worth it. Sun Tzu teaches, choose your battles carefully. Avoid emotional reactions. Focus on long-term victory. In real life, arguments destroy relationships. Ego leads to bad decisions. Smart people stay focused on goals. Light Bulb Part 9. Applying the Art of War to life. Even though it's a military book, its lessons apply everywhere. In business, study competitors. Plan ahead. Stay unpredictable. In life, control emotions. Choose battles wisely. Think long-term. In personal growth, know yourself. Improve weaknesses. Build discipline. Direct hit conclusion. The Art of War is not just a book about war. It's a guide to strategy, intelligence, self-control, winning in life. Sun Tzu teaches us that backhand index pointing right, victory is not about force. Backhand index pointing right, it's about thinking smarter than everyone else. So next time you face a challenge, don't rush. Don't react emotionally. Instead, think, plan, adapt, win. Bell. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the art of war, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for more powerful book breakdowns. And remember, the greatest battles in life are won in the mind.